Well, here we are. It is the end of my week number 2 on my journey to spiritual and physical health. Just had a great breakfast with my family at my mom and dad's house. Um, had an amazing weekend with my family. I loved having my brother in town with his beautiful kids and wife. Finally got to meet my newest nephew, Jeremiah Huck Camphy. Man, it's great seeing all the kids and seeing how fast they grow up. My brother's only been in Portland for a few months, but his kids look like they've been there for so long. You know, when they're at that 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old age, you know, they grow so quick. But you know, this weekend was great. It was my brother's birthday. He turned 32. Really excited for you, Matthew. You know, you're doing amazing things. I really look up to you. I'm very blessed. I have two amazing older brothers. Matthew and Marcus are both, you know, so talented at what they do, and they're so driven, and they're great examples for me to live by of, you know, people that are impeccable at what they do. You know, they do what they do without sin, and they do it for the right motives. You know, their motives are to help others and to be the best they can be. And you know, I'm so blessed and thankful that I have brothers like them. I need to be more like them, and I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in. But with that said, you know, I'm on this journey of spiritual and physical health. It's not easy. I'm struggling a lot. I struggle every day. I struggle every day with different things, but mostly it's, you know, with forgiving myself, and mostly it's with, you know, accepting who I am and loving myself despite how horribly upset I am at the actions and choices that I've made, and, you know, ashamed and embarrassed. And you know, spending a lot of time with my family this weekend didn't make that part of my life easy at all. You know, how as much as they love me and as much as they support me, you know, when they ask about how I'm doing, you know, I can't lie to them. And when they ask, you know, how me and this love of my life is, you know, I have to tell them. I have to tell them what I've done. And it hurts. It's hard. It's so hard for me because they know how much I care, and they know that I've suffered. But they know that I've done this to myself, so they can't feel bad for me. They just have to love me. And it's difficult for me to admit and acknowledge the things I've done because I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed, and I don't want to see myself that way, but it's so true. And it's all I can do. And you know, having to tell your grandmother that you're single because you cheated on your girlfriend, you know, makes your grandmother upset that, you know, she's raised a grandson that she has. Especially when, you know, I've bragged so much about the girl that I was with, you know, and I've brought her into my family, that, you know, it makes me look horrible. And, you know, I'm embarrassed by my actions. I'm ashamed by them. I actually just broke out in a sweat talking about it. But, you know, I struggle a lot. I struggle a lot throughout the day. But, you know, time goes on, and during this healing process, during this process of physical and spiritual health, you know, I'm learning that we will always fail ourselves, and as long as we put all of our hope in one another, that, you know, we're not finding security in what has true meaning and true value. And what has true meaning and true value is loving ourselves and loving the Lord. You know, His love doesn't fail us. Human to human love fails us. And, you know, as ashamed as I am that my love has failed, you know, I have to admit that it has. Have I lied? Have I cheated? Have I betrayed? Yes, I have done those things. And do I like looking myself in the mirror knowing I have? No, I don't. But it's the truth. And it's hard to deal with. It really is. It's so freaking difficult. But I don't have a choice, because those are the choices that I made to get myself here. And as hard as it is, every day I have to deny you know, negative feelings about myself, and I have to try to love myself and fill myself with the positive spirit of what the Lord has in store for me. And you know, rather than self-condemnation, I have to, you know, tell myself I am forgiven, that I can change my ways, and that I can be a new person, and that I can love myself. And that's the process that is taking place in this spiritual journey. My physical health, my body's so sore. I'm so broken down. My legs haven't recovered in a month. My back hurts. My shoulder hurts. My elbow hurts. My chest is tight. My low back hurts. I'm in pain all over, but the biggest pain in my life is my heart. Um, Emotional pain is so much worse than physical pain. Physical pain only inflicts on an area of a wound. Emotional pain can take over your whole life, and it consumes you. And I'm really trying hard at balancing my emotional pain, and filling my spirit with positive things. And I have a busy day. I'm going to the gym to train a few clients from 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. Then I'm driving across town to meet with my coach from 2:30 to 3:30 or 4 o'clock. And then I'm driving back down to the beach, and I'll be going to church with my family tonight. I used to look at church as a chore, but now I look at church as somewhere that I look forward to going to, not so that I can show others that I'm there, but so that I can be among people that have the same belief as I do, and be among people that are worshiping the same Lord, and feel the fellowship and the community and the love that everyone has, and understanding that no one in that room is perfect, and that we all are in need of forgiveness and in need of love and acceptance. And that's what Jesus has to offer us, and that's what I'm going there for. I'm going there for love, and I'm going there for support. And I'm so blessed and thankful to have the family that I have, that encourages me and loves on me to do the things I need to do to take care of myself. But it comes from within. It comes from my heart, and it comes from the motives that, why do I want to change? Why do I want to be a better person? And the reason why I want to be a better person, the reason why I want to change, is because I understand and I realize what it means to have responsibility and what it means to love. And having not taken responsibility of the love in my life, and feeling what it feels like to be this empty and feel this low, is somewhere that I never want to be again. No matter how strong you are, no matter how much success you have, no matter wherever the places you've been, or how much, or wherever you can go, you can't run from the decisions you've made and the choices you've made and the person you are. In the Bible, King David said, "Needeth no one remind me of my own sin, for the Son remindeth me every day." What he's saying here is that as long as the Son is signing, that every day he's reminded of what he's done to get to where he is, both the good and the bad. And that's where I'm at. Every day I wake up, and the first thought in my bed is, do you see how empty you feel? Do you feel how upset you are? Do you know why? Do you realize what the hell you've done to get yourself here? What are you going to do different, David? How are you not going to try to feel this way ever again? And it's hard, because then 30 minutes later, an hour later, that same thought will creep right back in, and constantly. And as soon as you push it away, it'll find a way right back to weasel in your mind and weasel in your heart. But it's the power of learning to have the strength to realize and understand that you can't do it alone, so that you have to have defense, and you have to have the strength of the Lord to defeat those thoughts and those decisions and those behaviors. And then that's when you become strong. That's when you become successful. That's when you do things impeccable. And I'm developing those skills. I'm developing those strengths, and they're not easy. I have to practice them. I have to stay in tune with them, and I have to gauge them and read them for how they're affecting me as a person. And the Lord's working on my heart. I have a lot of conviction in my life. I'm constantly feeling an amount of guilt or shame on myself, and the Lord doesn't have us feel guilt or shame. That's of our flesh. The Lord does forgive us, but I feel this way because the person that I love is still out there, and they're not with me, and it's hard for me to deal with. But that's selfish, and that's that's my pride, and that's my ego, and I'm trying to lay those things down as hard as it is. But nothing in life is easy, and I'm finding out that I've made a lot of poor choices over the last few years. That this is where I'm at, and I deserve it. And I want to be at a better place, and I need to deserve that too. So I'm going to earn it, and I'm going to work towards it, and I'm going to develop it, and I'm going to be that individual that I'm proud of when I look in the mirror. And every day it's a new chance for me to redeem myself and establish myself as someone who I believe in. And as much positive things I'm doing, and as much structure that I have in my life, and as much organization and time management and finances and businesses growing, it doesn't matter unless my heart's in the right place. And so everything that I'm doing is based on the heart, and everything that I'm doing is based on my motives. And I'm working hard, and I'm searching myself constantly every day to be a better person, so that I can love the Lord and I can feel His love for me. Everyone have a great day, and I am excited yet scared for the week ahead, because my legs and whole body haven't recovered, and neither has my heart. So it's just another rough week. But staying positive and taking it one day at a time. Actually, 1 hour at a time. Sometimes minute by the minute. But, times are tough. So, got to do what it takes. Bye.